This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876 309 6128. That's 876 309 6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876 586 0471. That's 876 586 0471.
This is Adrian Hall, and you're watching Sport City with Simon Preston.
Ready. Hi, my name is Ronaldo Wade. You're watching Sports City.
Hi, I'm Marvin Thompson, and you're watching Sport City.
Hi, my name is Andrew Simpson, and you're watching Sports City.
Good morning, folks. How is everybody doing? I'm Simon Preston, and welcome to my home. Welcome to Sports City, folks. Let's get right into the Watchalong itself. That's right. Let's get right into the matter, shall we? It's the West Indies against South Africa, trailing the hosts by 167 runs. At this point in time, the West Indies 175 for 5 and a little bit of a wobble. So yes, there's wickets in hand, but I must say it was a fantastic job by the bowlers to get out the South African unit to 342. It's a fantastic job by the bowlers to do that. Just to recap what the South African team did. Aidan Markram, 115 runs. He top scored. We know he was the captain of the South African under-19 team in the under-19 World Cup in 2014. Yep, that was in the UAE. Dean Elgar made 71. And the next highest scorer after that was Tony De Zorzi with 28. So those were the top scorers from the South African angle. 29 extras. Would you look at that? Alzari Joseph, 5 wicket haul, 5 for 81. Well done, young man. Well done. And there was a wicket each for Kemar Roach, Kyle Mears, Shannon Gabriel, and also Jason Holder as well. Ruston Chase and Jermaine Blackwood went wicketless from their overs after they bowled. South Africa 342. And if you look at where the West Indies is right now within their innings, Craig Brathwaite, the skipper, he went out for 11. Tijana Chandapal, 22. Raymond Reefer has been the top scorer so far. He went for 62. Jermaine Blackwood made 37. Ruston Chase, 22. And now the men at the crease are Kyle Mears and Joshua Da Silva. We know we've seen Joshua Da Silva around for some time from 2021. You know, this is basically the time frame that we saw him from, and even in 2020, late 2020 as well. We know, the Bangladesh tour where West Indies won those 2 games. He had a very, very important role in that series in particular. Kyle Mears, we know he played an important role with the bat in that series, a double century on test debut. Absolutely fantastic from that perspective. The players that are still there to bat, well, another wicket has fallen, folks. Joshua Da Silva has fallen for 4 runs. Yep, Joshua Da Silva has fallen for 4 runs. Imran Hussain, it is not looking good for West Indies because we are 179 for 5. Yep, now 179 for 6 now. Really, 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 really wobbling. Really, really wobbling and dangerous signs at this point in time right now, folks. Because Jason Holder is going to be the next man at the crease, and the following batsmen will be what the term that is used as tail enders, with Alzari Joseph, Kemar Roach, and Shannon Gabriel. But for those that know Alzari Joseph quite well, Alzari Joseph can play cricket. Alzari Joseph can bat very well. And we saw how he did against Bangladesh back in 2021 with the bat as well. And it was a fantastic job that he did. He has 2 test half centuries. 2 test half centuries, has a highest score of 86, has a strike rate of 53 in test cricket. right? I know many people are looking at the average and it's 13, but 250s, 26 test matches. Yes, I think for a player of his ability, he should at least have between 8 to 10 50s. But I think it's commendable. 52 fours, 26 sixes. So that's what is the situation right now. Right now, if you look at it in terms of what the South African team are leading by, they lead by 163 runs. I think if the West Indies are able to get a nip to, can they reduce South Africa's lead to under 100 runs? I think if the West Indies are able to restrict South Africa, well, to in a sense get to 240, can the West Indies get to 242? And if I think if the West Indies are able to accomplish that, then we're looking at perhaps going in. All right, South Africa being able to bat again. Can we restrict South Africa to 250? And the West Indies are chasing a target of 350 with basically a day and a half to play. I would take that. I'm not saying it's a sure win, but I'm saying I would take that. Absolutely, I would take that. Right now, plays will wrap up in another 23 overs or so. When play will wrap up. Craig Brathwaite made 11, Shanda Paul 22, Reefa 62, Jeremy Blackwood 37, Roston Chase 22. The top 5 batsmen getting into double figures. Joshua De Silva unable to get into double figures as he made 4. So Callum Ayres is now joined by Jason Holder. I expect Jason Holder to try to steady the ship. If he and his countryman Callum Ayres can be able to put on a partnership together, then we're cooking with gas. With 20 odd overs left within this day, second day's play, could get over the 200 mark and go on into day 3 with something to build on and build towards. That's something for us to bear in mind. Weston is now less good. Yeah, Weston is really need Jaden. Imran Hussein said, I think we're going to lose the first test series. Imran, where are you from? Are you from Trinidad? Are you from Guyana? Where are you from, Imran? I think we're going to lose the first test series. It's a tough one. It really, really is a tough one for sure. Most definitely. It will be. Difficult one. Yes. It's an interesting, Imran, because India bowled out for 109. Honestly, didn't expect that at all. And the way that South Africa have been able to go and decimate that lead and go on to lead by 40 odd runs. Absolutely fantastic bowling. Fantastic from Matthew Kahneman, 5 for 16. Nathan Lyon, 3 for 35. Todd Murphy, 1 for 23 as well. So the bowling has been sensational. And remember, Mitchell Stark and Cameron Green did not contribute in the wickets column. So it doesn't feel like there's an over-reliance on Stark to get the wickets. Matthew can get the wickets. Nathan Lyon can get the wickets. Todd Murphy can get the wickets as well. So there's no over-reliance at all for those men to be able to get in the wicket column. So happy days, yeah, from that perspective. And with the bat, Australia 156 for 4. Yeah, Usman Khawaja 60 runs, top scoring. Labuschagne 31, Steve Smith 26. They have been key and critical components from that standpoint. Ravindra Jadeja, of course, reliable in his routine and did quite well. So the third test in Australia's tour of India, well, it's going well, isn't it, for the Aussies, that is. India leads the series 2-0. So this was make or break. Really, really make or break for Australia. So they know to salvage the series. This is important. And as you know, there's a couple of ODI matches to come later this month in March. So exciting times, Trinidad, okay, whereabouts in Trinidad? Port of Spain, Cuva, Arima, Santa Cruz, Tunapuna, Laventille. It did. It really, really did. You're right. It certainly had that sort of impact, didn't it? So, yeah, you're right. 150%. You're right. It really, really has in that vein for sure. Most definitely. So that has worked out quite effectively. Tunapuna, okay. Yes, I know Tunapuna very, very well. Very, very well. Very, very well. Had family in that sort of area as well. So, okay. Sounds good. Yeah, man. So that's how I feel about the situation. You know? So let's see how everything transpires now. Another wicket has fallen now, folks. Yep, Jason Holder has gone for a duck. Enrique Norkia taking the wicket. West Indies 179 for 7. Dangerous times now. Really, really dangerous times now as Alzar Joseph is going to be the man that will be coming to the crease. Yeah. Very, 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 very. So, yeah. Yeah. Hmm. $163 runs. That's the number of runs that the West Indies trails by. I think we might win the ODI and T20. You think so? I think it's going to be a very, very compelling time that lies ahead, you know? Yep, you're right. Good morning. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Not a good day for the West Indies. Yes, it has been a challenge. Extremely challenging day for sure on the second day. Day one, not bad. We should just tell South Africa, good job, y'all. Well played. Imran, and you know what's interesting as well, the situation in relation to qualifying for the 2023 Cricket World Cup itself, you know, the 50 over tournament, you know, there's still some fireworks. There's still something that will be, you could say, a nail-biting moment because of the ICC Cricket World Super League, you know? And if you look at the standings right now, the West Indies, they have 88 points. South Africa, they're ninth with 78 points. You follow me? So South Africa could leapfrog the West Indies to get the automatic spot, and the West Indies would have to go to the 2023 Cricket World Cup qualify in June, which is in Zimbabwe. Yeah, June to July. You know what I'm saying? So that is going to be a nail-biting factor, you know? So that's where we are right now. But I know in terms of South Africa, their matches against England, yeah, they won 2-1. I know South Africa has the Dutch to play, I believe. Yeah, they're supposed to play the Dutch, but you know, those matches were postponed for a long time. Will those matches happen? Well, only time will tell. But I know why South Africa has so few points. South Africa were deducted 1 point for a slow overrate against Pakistan in April 2021 and 1 point for a slow overrate against England in February 2023. So all of these points, could it come back to bite South Africa? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. But let's see. Let's see how everything unfolds. Yeah, we have to qualify for the World Cup this year. And our next steps here is going to be against India. Yeah, if you look at the international calendar for 2023 in particular, it's a very, very, very compelling one when you bear in mind the balance of everything. So July, we welcome India to the Caribbean, and we welcome India for 2 tests, 3 ODIs, and 3 T20 internationals. And this will also going to August as well. So you might say, okay, what's going to happen to CPL? CPL might be the same thing like last year, where it comes later in the calendar year. But here's the thing. If the West Indies goes to the Cricket World Cup qualifier in Zimbabwe, the tour of India might be truncated. So it all depends on what happens after the ICC Cricket Super League. So we're going to have to just be patient and wait and see how everything unfolds. Understand me? So that is the matter at hand. Of course, October, if we're there, that is, the Cricket World Cup. The Cricket World Cup, you know? It's going to be a 10-team tournament again. Afghanistan, Australia, Bangladesh, England, India, New Zealand, Pakistan will be at the World Cup. And you guys know what that means? Well, I'll tell you what that means. It means that basically either one of South Africa, the West Indies, Sri Lanka will qualify, and two of those three teams will head to the qualifiers. Yep. Simply put, that's how it's going to be. And I'm going to be frank with you, I don't like the new format with a 10-team league and the top 4 goes to the semifinals. I don't like it. I would have preferred a situation where top 8 goes to the quarterfinals. That way you have an additional 4 matches so that the teams that are even 9th and 10th can feel, okay, I still have a chance, and they don't play out dead rubber games. So I would have loved to have had a quarterfinal. Why would pick Nicholas to be in ODI and T20 squad against South Africa? Good question. Later this year, we will have a tour of Afghanistan. Yeah, that's right. Well said, well said. So yeah, folks, that's the situation that we have right now. It is what it is, but we keep pressing, we keep pressing. Score now 189 for 7. That's right, 189 for 7. That's right. And Alzar Joseph has just hit a 4. All right, guys, more content to come. All right, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Sports City for more content.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471.